Hey, what is up there, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Evolve. So you probably wondering, hey, why is he dressed like this today? It's because today I'm trying to set the mood, people. I'm trying to set the mood because today we are talking about money, power, and battling. When I say battling, I don't mean rap battle. I mean hands, throwing hands, fight, street fight battling. So basically, we broke off into two sides. We've got one side, which is gonna be Eminem, Dr. Dre, and 50 Cent. And then we got the other side, which is gonna be MGK, Pdiddy, and Joe Budden. We're gonna see actually which side is gonna come out on top when it comes to money, power, and the overall battling, throwing hands skills. At the end of the video, when we get to the battling skills, we're gonna place the one-on-one, and we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna find who will win a one-on-one fight. But anyway, let's get right to it, shall we? Okay, first let's start with money. Let's find out which one of these sides is gonna produce the most money and gonna win the battle of the money, the battle of the funds. Let's start with the Eminem side. Okay, so our numbers that we get in this segment is going to be based on CelebrityNetWorth.com and also the Forbes list. So let's get right to it. Eminem, his net worth, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com, is currently standing at $210 million. Dr. Dre is currently standing in $820 million. Now, if you didn't know, a couple years back, Dr. Dre, he sold a little company that he had. What was it? Beats by Dr. Dre for $3 billion to Apple. But anyway, his net worth is $820 million. And then we got 50 Cent. Now, the crazy story about 50 Cent is that last year, Forbes had 50 Cent at $150 million. But right now, as of 2018, 50 Cent is standing at $20 million. Yes, it was a massive drop, a big drop. If you want to know and hear the whole 50 story about why there was a big, massive drop, let me know. I'll do a video on that. But yeah, 50 Cent, according to Forbes, right now is at $20 million. So adding up all of these numbers, the Eminem side, they have $1 billion and $50 million. Let's see what the MGK side. MGK has currently $8 million. He's coming in at $8 million. And then Pdiddy, who is a producer, an actor, and he does so many different things. Who do you all think is winning? Dr. Dre or Pdiddy? I'll give you a moment before I tell you. Okay, if you guess Pdiddy, you were right. Not by far, but Pdiddy, he currently has a net worth of $855 million. And then we're gonna go here to Joe Budden. Joe Budden is currently, as of July 2018, they are logging him in at a whole $6 million. You know what? You know what, but that's as of July. I'm gonna be a little fair because since then, Joe Budden, he has podcasts, he's been on Revolt, he's got a lot of new shows, doing a YouTube thing, he's got a lot. So I'm gonna give him an extra $3 million because they haven't updated yet. So we'll say that Joe Budden is at $9 million. So if we add up MGK's $20 million, P. Diddy's $855 million, plus the $9 million for Joe Budden, that's gonna give us a total of $872 million. So in the battle of the funds and the battle of money, the Eminem side 1-0 are currently winning with over $1 billion. Okay, now let's talk about power. Now how we're gonna measure power for the sake of this video and for the sake of measurement is gonna be based on power points on a scale 1 through 10. The most they can get is 10 power points. Power points is going to be based on 3 areas. Their ability to have staff, who's under them. Do they have people? In order to have power, you have to be having kind of people under you. So it's going to be based on, do you have a big staffing or pay people? 2 is going to be your amount of self-control, because with power, you've got to have self-control. You got to be able to control yourself. In order to control others with power, you have to be able to control yourself. So your ability to control yourself, whether it's lawsuits or out in public. And then the third thing I'm going to be looking at is your ability to organize, manipulation, and approachability. Being able to almost have like a cult-like appeal, being able to organize, you're approachable. You not only can control yourself, but that third part is being able to control others and control the narrative. You're a people person. Those 3 things, and then I'm going to do it based on that. Okay, let's start with Eminem. Eminem staffing, I don't know. I think he have a few people on. He have quite a few. Well, he has shady records, so he has quite a few people under him and doing some things, and he probably hire quite a few people. Not a big corporate. I'll give him 4 points for that. And then self-control, Eminem, I don't know about giving him too much self-control points. You know, as much as I love Eminem, you know, he's gotten better now as he done aged, but some shady and just going all out, he'll just do things. Self-control, I'll give him 1 point, so he's up to 5. The third area, which is approachability, being able to manipulate, gather people, control the narrative, approachable, not Eminem's strong side. You know, yeah, he can do stuff through his music, but if he's out and just being able to gather, all right, I'll give him 1 point. So Eminem's power points he brings to the table is 6. Next is Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, he hires a host of people. He has rappers and editors and beats and everything. So off the bat, we're gonna give Dr. Dre 8 points when it comes to staffing. Self-control, the guy runs a corporate. He is very, you don't hear about Dr. Dre going crazy or getting in lawsuits or spazzing out. Dr. Dre definitely have the self-control. I'm going to give him more points for that. And then his ability to organize people and get people together, being able to speak and gather and approachability. He's a businessman, so he got all that. So I'm going to give him the highest rating, which is a 10. Next is 50 Cent. 50 Cent staffing, you know, 50 Cent is a Lone Ranger. I don't think he don't hire too many people. 0 points with that. Self-control. 50 Cent is the biggest troll on the internet. Biggest troll on the internet, on Twitter. I think it's funny and I love it. But with self-control, you know, he says what he say. Not too much control there. 0 points. His ability to gather people and being approachable and kind of almost in a cult-like following, I can't give him. So 50 Cent, when it comes to PowerPoints, I got to give him 0. So that gives this side a total of 16 points. Let's go with MGK. MGK, first starting with staffing. You know, I've seen a few videos and I've seen some stuff. He's been acting, so he's got some people, maybe 3 or 4 people that, you know, that I'm thinking that travels with him, that he kind of hires, or more than that, because he does have acting movies, and this takes people. He's been in WWE, so this takes people. I'll give him a point. I'll give him a point. It's not a big. Next is the self-control. We seen him in the breakfast interview. We seen him on drugs. We heard about him, and I can't give him any points for self-control. And then the manipulation and the third part, being able to organize people and almost being approachable. I'm not gonna give him any points in that. Anyway, he brings 1 point to the table. Pdiddy. This guy is a businessman. He can organize people, organize shows, got tons of staff, got everything. Off the bat, Pdiddy, 10 out of 10. He's got 10 points he's bringing to the table. Next up, Joe Budden. Joe Budden, as far as staffing and people under him, he's more of a yes man. He doesn't hire. He does his shows, he does his podcast, he does what P. Diddy said, P. Daddy says, and so no staffing there. Self-control and being able to organize people, I give him 8 points. I mean, he's very charismatic. He can control the narrative. He knows how to talk. He's got a lot of self-control. He knows when to respond, and sometimes he won't respond. I give him 8 points. So this gives this side a total of 19 points for his power play. So the MGK side, when it comes to power, they win with a score of 19 to Eminem 16. Right now it's 1-1. Now it's time for the big thing, the fight. Okay, so we're coming to the end. Let's talk about the big thing, the one-on-one, throwing hands in a fight. Who will win? How I'm gonna judge this is I'm gonna do it solely based on my opinion. Who will win on a one-on-one fight? I'm gonna give the winner 6 points, fight points, and I'm gonna give the loser 4 fight points, which gives us the 10. First up, Pdiddy versus Dr. Dre. Oh my goodness. Do I need to talk about it? Have you guys seen how swole Dr. Dre is? I mean, this guy's got muscles on top of muscles, and then those muscles are like working out daily while they're on top of those muscles. I mean, and then his head, he's swole. I mean, it's like that whole household eat a pot roast apiece. I mean, he's swole. He would break P. Diddy in half and use them as chopsticks in his new restaurant he called Diddy Sticks. Diddy Sticks Cuisine. I mean, seriously. So we're going to give Dr. Dre the 6 points. We're going to give P. Diddy the 4 points. In a fight against 50 Cent versus Joe Budden. You know, this is one of those things where you have different fighters will win in different arenas. I think like Conor McGregor, he would beat Floyd in like in a UFC cage. Floyd obviously beat him in a boxing cage. I think Joe would win when it comes to calculations, something boxing type like, because it takes a little bit more self-control, precision, and just pacing. But we're talking street battle. 50 Cent, I'm going to give the 6 points. Joe Budden would lose, so he gets the 4 points. In a street fight, I got 50 Cent. My money's on him. Maybe it's because he's been shot like six times. This guy's been shot in the mouth. I mean, he used to sing that song. You say you a wankster, but you never fought, nuh-uh. I mean, he was still making records. Shot jaw and all. Next is Eminem versus MGK in the fight. Oh, this is gonna hurt me. Okay. Honestly, if I'm being honest, we all know when it comes to rap battle, it's Eminem all day. But my money has got to be on MGK. I don't know, you know, just because he's got a little muscles, a little more, it looks like he's a little bit more fit, faster, would throw hands, want to beat down, he's young. I think he'll get Eminem. I got to give MGK the 6 points, Eminem the 4 points. So if we total up P. Diddy's side, which is 4, and then MGK 6 points, we're going to get 14. And then the Eminem side, Eminem got 4, 50 Cent gave us 6, Dr. Dre gave us 6, which gives us 16. So there we have it. Oh, there we have it. In the case of money, power, and battle, it looks like the Eminem side would win 2-1. Guys, we're coming to the ending of our video. I like to know what you all think. Do you think I was on point? Do you think that it would be a 2-1 battle? Or do you think I missed something or you would change something? I'd like to know in the comments. Other than that, guys, I thank you guys for watching. As always, KIP, keep it positive. I'll see you guys next video. Let's get lace up.